Hey there, BZ people, and welcome back for the 11th episode of our Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke Challenge. If you missed last episode, it was pretty much all about us being on a boat. We did face off against our rival. One of our members did evolve. If you missed that, I'm going to give you a chance to go back and check out that episode before I spoil who it is in the team preview. I hope you don't mind, but in between episodes I did go ahead and putz around in Lieutenant Surge's gym to get those two locks open, because I did not want that to take up an entire episode just trying to get the doors open. So the doors are open, we're about to face off against Surge, and I would like to go over who we have on our team before we get this party started. So first off, we have Tatuma, the Wheezing. Attack is 52, defense is 63, speed is 38, and special is 50. We finally found a TM for Wheezing last episode. He has Tackle, Smog, Sludge, and finally Thunder Wave. He may not be fast, but he's going to slow you down so he outspeeds you. Also on our team, someone who has not been seeing a whole ton of screen time, because when they do, they level up and they're super powerful, is Mog Grizzly the Kangaskhan. 59 attack, 51 defense, 57 speed, and 32 special. There may not be a lot special about this Kangaskhan, but it's a fast attacker and it can take hits, and I very much appreciate it. Comet Punch, Rage, Leech Seed, and Bite make up our Kangaskhan's move pool. Next member of our team, we have Pyre-Equine, the Ponyta, with 54 attack, 43 defense, 58 speed, and 44 special. Still only has Ember and Earthquake, but it's still a moveset that is very, very powerful, very good. Mostly the Earthquake. Ember, it does stuff. It's good. And finally, the member who finally evolved last episode, we have Shinigami the Haunter, our starter, with 39 attack, 37 defense, 61 speed, and 72 special. My gosh, I had not checked that out yet. That is awesome and amazing. And he has Lick, Confuse Ray, Nightshade, which cannot make any use of that special stat, but his Thunder can. Unfortunately, Thunder never strikes twice, so I have to take them out with one hit. But with 70 plus special, I can do that. So let's go ahead and get this episode started with Lieutenant Surge. But before we do that, I think we should have a question of the day. I mean, it's a way for me to learn about you and you to learn about me. Last episode, we talked about what your favorite Pokemon type was. And I've previously asked you what your favorite Pokemon is from Gen 1. I want to know what your favorite Pokemon is overall. But I will start discussing that during my battle with Lieutenant Surge. Ted Hutt, welcome to Vermilion Gym. Will you look at that? A pint-sized challenger. Ha ha ha, you've got big and brassy nerves to talk or take me out with your puny power. A Pokemon battle is war. I'll show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender. Now, if you missed last episode, Lieutenant Surge is now a Rock-type trainer. He's realized that he's even Lawrence now. Lawrence Surge. Electric isn't doing it for him because Brock keeps beating him because electric attacks don't affect him. So he switched over to an Aerodactyl, which is kind of scary. I think we'll Thunder Wave him for starters, and I don't remember gym leaders using so many X items, which, doesn't bother me. Yes, he's fast, but I just decrease his speed more than he increased it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we can't poison Ampera. But we were talking about our favorite Pokemon overall, I believe. There are a lot of great Pokemon to choose from. I mean, obviously, 6 generations, 720 plus Pokemon, I believe, at this point. And I think my favorite one is is Swampert, who I always call my Swampert's Tough Mudder, because it's kind of funny, and especially if I get a female one, that's even funnier. And this gym battle is kind of anticlimactic because I paralyzed him, isn't it? He's still faster than me, though. And he hits really hard. So, unfortunately, I cannot safely switch in our Haunter. Especially since that thing is so much faster than we are. Shinigami might be faster. But I'm not overly worried about it. Now I am, because he hit. If that's a crit, we might lose the Tuma, but we don't, and we just got ourselves the Thunder Badge, I believe. Tumor grew to level 23. It's pretty awesome. We beat Lawrence Surge. Whoa! You're the real deal, kid! Fine, then take the Thunder Badge! Bork got $2,772 for winning. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. We received TM24, which, did we get that one already? We got Psychic! I think we're going to get rid of Lick. And we're teaching... Oh, wait. We're about to pick up an Abra. Should we teach the Abra Psychic? Which, if... Sorry, spoilers. We're getting a new member to the team. It's totally going to be the Abra. Ooh, Officer Jenny's going to give us a Pokemon. You have the Thunder Badge? You must be a good trainer. I just caught a Squirtle that was always getting into mischief. Would you take care of it for me? Bork got the Weedle. I'm going to name you Sting after Bilbo Baggins' sword from The Hobbit. But I'm not happy about this. Another bug type. Do we have all the bug types in the game now? We have a Venonat, we have Metapod, and we have Weedle. That might be all of them from first gen. If I'm forgetting any, please remind me. Oh, Paris. You don't have to remind me anymore. So let's go ahead and deposit Sting. It pains me so much. But we're getting Spoons, which is a very good alternative. I think since Spoons will get Psychic on his own, that we are going to give Psychic to Shinigami. I think, yes, that is what we're going to do. So, I think we can get another encounter in this episode. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to check and see if Shinigami's speed actually went up. I think I said his speed wrong before, but it's on video now, so we can actually check to see if his speed increased, or maybe increases how much your speed increases. It's a lot of increasing. So Spoons has quite a bit of catching up to do. And I'm sorry that I'm taking the time to do this. I know I'm somewhat... I don't know, you can call me anal if you want, but I love having my party organized in order of their attack stat. Or not their attack stat, but their level. So we were talking about our favorite Pokemon. Okay, fortunately for me, Lick is the move I wanted to get rid of. But I really need to start watching when I'm pressing the A button. Okay, we gotta be careful because we dodged like all these trainers. And I'm not about getting into trainer battles right now. Let's see what an encounter is here. It's a Vileplume. We will battle you because Spoons needs experience, and the tuba needs to take you down. So please go down. Please go down. Please go down. Right, we were talking about our favorite Pokemon. I keep getting distracted. It might be because I have ADD/ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit. Ooh, shiny. But in all seriousness, our tumor is sleeping. And as I said before, my favorite Pokemon is the Mudkip family line, evolution line, especially Swampert. And the reason why is, I guess I just love the water-ground combination. It took me a while to realize the reason why it's so good. Because the only thing that is weak to is grass type. That's a pretty big advantage to have in this game. Although, if I was just going by the number of weaknesses that a Pokemon has, I think pre-Gen 6 Sableye is the way to go. Correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I think pre-Gen 6 Sableye didn't have any weaknesses at all, which that's pretty huge, and I totally think we should just run away from this Pokemon. It's not worth it for what we're going through for trying to get a little experience for our Abra. So yeah, water ground typing, pretty awesome combo. I like, well, my least favorite Pokemon, at least my least favorite starter, which this might be a question someday, also came from 3rd Gen. Might find it a little surprising, but I really, at least back when I was playing 3rd Gen, disliked Trico, I think? Yeah, Trico is what he's called, the grass-type starter, because he couldn't do anything, at least for me. I tried to play through the game using all the different starters to learn more about them, what they were good at, see which one my favorite was. Obviously started with Mudkip because I always start with the water-type starter first when I do a playthrough. And I got to a point in the game where I got so fed up because Trico couldn't, it seemed like he couldn't deal out any damage, which I learned about Pokemon stats long after that, how, oh wait, attack stat actually does something? And I was using special type moves on Trico because obviously grass in 3rd Gen was special, so him having a high attack stat doesn't help with that. It's a Venusaur. And I'm going to switch into Shinigami to use Psychic. You guys might think that was a mistake, teaching Psychic to Shinigami instead of Spoons. But, you know, I loved going through this game with a Kadabra with just confusion until I got Psybeam, and then Psychic. It destroys lives. It ruins things, Pokemon matches, battles. Psychic was a very unfair type because Psychic was good against... That was a mistake. Quite the costly one. You actually have quite the interesting back sprite. Let's go into Higher Equine, and we'll burn the bug. But we were talking about our favorite types of Pokemon and such, which I apologize for how much I'm getting off track on this episode. There's a lot of exciting things going on. But I love the water starters in general. I don't think there's any that I don't like. Let's see, what was 5th Gen's water starter? That was... Well, I guess if my least favorite water starter was the Oshawott, just because, well, for one thing, I haven't ever fully played through a Gen 5 game, and I was not crazy about the look of Oshawott's final evolution. Personally, I think his second evolution is pretty good. His first one is cute. The third one, I would have liked to see, since they were going for a samurai theme with him, something that looked more like a samurai. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys love his look. And you know what? You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. Basing my opinion about just off of the looks of something probably doesn't seem all that fair. I apologize, but I have to distinguish between them somehow. And, you know, I think grass... I've already said that poison is my least favorite type. Grass is down there on the list as well, just because it seems to have a lot of weaknesses. I think it has the most weaknesses of any type. Could be wrong on that. Totally should have switched Abra in. We're never going to get a Kadabra this way. So the grass type starters, for the most part, I wasn't a big fan of. I liked all the Gen 1 starters, even Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is pretty awesome. Oh, item. We found TM9, which is... We have to get rid of some of this stuff. Confuse Ray. Okay. Spoons? Parafusion on Tumor. Let's get rid of Smog for Confuse Ray. I might end up regretting that. I kind of wanted to put it on Pyro Equine, but also I just realized that I'm going to need Flash to get through this cave up ahead. So I'm going to have to backtrack probably in between episodes to try and get that, because Execute needs more moves. That's really what it is. Scramble needs more moves. You know, that's something interesting I found, because Zim and I were having a discussion about the Pokedex entry for Scramble. Say, like, is it a... it's eggs. No, I've heard it's seeds. And the Pokedex from gen to gen, and I think even in the same gen, different games have different things about what they're saying Execute is. There are some that say it's eggs. I think a majority of them does say that they're eggs. Some say that they're seeds. I believe X and Y, one version said it's eggs. One version said it's seeds that look like eggs. So, what are they actually? I do not know. This preschooler has a stand true, though, and is looking at me funny. Let's see here. We don't have anything that's super effective against ground. We need to get a water type pretty soon. And I really need to stop just switching into Shinigami, but it's a Haunter, and I'm excited, and it's not affected by this. And fun fact, I think Sandshrew only got 4 or 5 moves in Gen 1. None of them are ground type. I think Sandshrew gets Scratch, Poison Sting, Growl, and Slash. Don't quote me on that. Totally could be other moves thrown in there that I'm ignorant of. We get an encounter in this episode. Our encounter is a Tauros. So it's another normal type that our Abra cannot stay in against, but we can switch into Shinigami. We can Nightshade in this gen. Tauros is a powerful Pokemon that can be used in many different ways. He can even survive another one. I mean, I know I'm not going to crit with this. Not this move. Maybe that move, but not this one. So we got him into the red. I think I'm going to throw some Pokeballs. If we have issues, I might bring the Tuma in and paralyze him. So just go ahead and stay in the ball. You really don't want to stay in that ball. Let's go into the tumor. And I just realized, guys, we're maybe 2 or 3 episodes away from Lavender Town and getting to change the nicknames for some of these guys. And we are definitely switching back into Shinigami for this. That crit scared me. It scared me quite a bit. So, okay, so here's a question I have for you. I have heard before that some people believe that lowering the stats of wild Pokemon makes them easier to catch. What are your thoughts on that? Because it does seem to make them easier to catch. I'm not going to say 100% for certain that yes it does, no it doesn't. We caught a Tauros. I gotta come up with a nickname for a Tauros. Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon. A rowdy Pokemon with lots of stamina. Once running, it won't stop until it hits something. Like a wall, or a tree, or a person. Let's see here. I want to call you Raging Bull. I don't think that'll work quite as well. Okay, so this might seem a little lame. Did any of you guys watch Bugs Bunny as a kid and know about Ferdinand the Bull? So that's what we're going to name him. Ferdinand. That's totally spelled wrong. We're going to be going to Lavender Town. Yeah, Lavender Town soon, so I can get that corrected there. You can leave it in the comment section down below how to spell that properly. And we're going to continue on. I think there's an item down here. Did they move that? Is it a hidden item? I guess they moved it. Or maybe that just wasn't there until later gens. So I want to try and get another encounter in, because I think we get one right in front of this Poke Center. And we might try and get Dark Tunnel in quick. I know I said I want to stop relying on Shinigami, but in this instance, he is my best choice, honestly. So let's Psychic it up. I want to see this. I want to see how much damage this does to a Machamp. It was a crit, so it's hard to tell, but yeah! I have gotten really far off topic. So let's try. I'm going to try and pull us back on topic and start talking about Pokemon again. You know, the game that we're playing. I really liked. I never got Alakazam in the early games because trading is hard when none of your friends play the games. I mean, I did have friends that played these games, but it was just such a hassle to get together and actually trade. I think I did have Alakazam a few times, but Kadabra's still such a powerhouse. Let's see here. Oh, this preschooler has another Machamp. Why are they giving preschoolers 6-horned behemoths that could destroy the school? Why are they giving preschoolers any Pokemon which could destroy the school? Let's bring Shinigami in. And looking at how long this episode's been going, I don't know if we're going to get another encounter in. I do apologize for that, but we'll see. Depending on if there's another encounter, we'll have to do. I kind of want to get into another encounter because our spoon is really close to evolving. Oh, I killed the preschooler's bugs, which again, Machamp. I know he has 6 limbs, so he could be confused as being a bug, but seriously, Machamp. Okay. Let me pull out my handy-dandy map. We'll check to see. This is Route 10, Route 1, Route 24, Route 25, 5, 6, Vermilion City. This is Anne. Route 9, Rock Tunnel, Route 10. So yes, this is a separate encounter. Let's run into the grass and see what we can get quick. Real quick. Like that. I know most episodes... A Magmar! That's really cool! I don't know how you guys feel about Magmars, but I know when I played Pokemon Blue, I always went to the abandoned mansion to try and find one of these things. I'm going to go ahead and start out with a side of paralysis to get things going, to work our way up to the main course of a burning. I think Shinigami is still our go-to for trying to catch Pokemon because he has Nightshade. So we're going to get the paralysis. We're going to take some burn damage. And then we're going to switch into Shinigami, which hopefully he doesn't get burned too. Maybe Magmar will be paralyzed this turn. Nope, he used Ember. So let's go for a Nightshade. Let's use another Nightshade. I am going to throw a Pokeball. So, Magmar, come with us and we'll give you a cool nickname. So, okay. Well, let's see if we can get any inspiration for a nickname from his Pokedex entry. Magmar, the Spitfire Pokemon. Okay, I'm already liking that. Born in an active volcano. Its body is always cloaked in flames, so it looks like a big ball of fire. Okay, so I'm thinking for Magmar, I kind of want to call him Blaze. So I think I'm going to call him Blaze. If you guys have a better nickname than Blaze for a Magmar, leave it down below. We will be going to Lavender Town very soon, and we will be able to get that switched out, turned off, traded in for a better model. Okay, there's one more thing I want to do this episode. Not sure if you guys know about this, or if I'm even thinking if it's in this gen. I know it's in 3rd gen. Let's see here. We found a PP up, which I think I might use on Psychic for Shinigami. But that is how we are going to end this episode off. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for checking out this episode. It means a lot to me. Subscribe, like, tell your friends about it. Keep coming back for more episodes. Leave suggestions for nicknames. Answer the question of the day. Don't forget to check out our All-Star matches. I know we haven't been winning that many matches. We are only 2-3 so far. But our losses have been really, really close. So if you could come check that out, that your support would mean a lot to me for that. And I just want you to remember, Bork and Sim Gaming, you know, it's like it's hot or something.